Hello CAC, my name's Michelle. Some of you might remember me from a few years ago, hopefully you do. I was a staff member at CAC for 5 summers and I am Australian, back in Australia right now, and I am going to teach you a bit about beach volleyball. Now some of you may have played beach volleyball before, some of you might not have, but that's okay. I'm going to teach you a few things and show you a bit of an Australian beach. Some of you might not be able to see that before either. And yeah, let's have some fun. Okay, CAC, safety first. So I'm going to tell you a few things that you're going to need to play beach volleyball. So we want to be sun safe, so we'll grab some sunnies, chuck them on. And while you're at it, if you have a hat or some sunscreen, that's always good too. And don't forget to stay hydrated. Water bottle, don't forget that. And lastly, you're going to need a ball. Now, preferably a volleyball, but it's okay if it's not a volleyball. You can use any type of ball. Maybe not a basketball, that might hurt, but yeah, let's see how we go. Okay, CAC, it is time to warm up. So I want you jogging around, jog, jog, jog. Go for a little jog around the park or wherever you're at. Now it's time to do some stretching. Stretch those legs. I'm going to be using these. Stretch your arms. Shake it out. Okay, get all ready to move around. Do some star jumps. Maybe some lunges. And we are ready to go. Okay, it is now time to practice some of the skills that you're going to use while playing beach volleyball. Now, the skill that we are going to practice is running in the sand. It's not as easy as you think. So, the game that we are going to play, you need a stick, you need sand, and you need a friend. This is Shannon. Some of you may remember him too. So basically what you have to do, you put the stick in the sand and then you lay down, draw a line, you lay down like this with the stick back there, and then you raise to the stick. Ready, set, go. And that's how you play. Next, we're going to learn a couple of different ways that you can pass the ball to somebody else in your team or pass it over the net. The first one we're going to do is called a dig. So what I want you to do with your hands like this, I want you to cross them over, then bring your thumbs together. You're going to hit the ball with this part, so make sure it's nice and flat. If it's not, you can go in all different directions. Alright. Our next pass is called a set. So what I want you to do is create a diamond like this, and then you're going to put it above your head like this, and you want to keep your hands together, and all you're going to do is push it up in the air. And the third one is a spike. Now when you're doing a spike, a little bit tricky. Depending on how high the net is, you're going to want to be a little bit taller to be able to do this one. And you have to be careful of the people on the other side. When you do a spike, you want to have an open hand like this. If it's not, and it's out like this, you could hurt your fingers, so make sure palm out, and you're going to try and hit the ball with this part. When you do spike, you got to jump up because you have to hit it over the net. Kind of like that. Okay, CACers, it is now your turn to practice with your friend. So take some time, practice both all the shots, and see how you go. Now that you've taken the time to practice your skills, we are going to go over to the nets. I'm going to tell you some of the rules of beach volleyball. Let's go. Okay, in beach volleyball, you're going to have a net. You can make this out of whatever you like. You can use it as put a sheet over your washing line. You can use a badminton net. You can use whatever you like, whatever you have at home. Be inventive. I want to see what you come up with. You also have to make sure that there is an outline that goes all the way around. Make sure you leave a bit of room depending on who's playing, how many of you are playing. Now, what you're going to do is serve from the back every time. Now when you serve, you're going to hold one hand out like this. You're going to one hand out like this. You're going to try and get it over the net. So what I want you to do is make a fist like this. You're going to hit the ball with this part of your hand. The trick to this is making sure this hand doesn't move like that. You keep that hand nice and still. It goes over like that. Now, once the ball goes over, the people on the other side have 3 passes to get it back over the net. You can hit it back straight away if you want, but try and pass it to someone else in your team. You can either do a dig or a set, and you can only pass it 3 times before it has to come back over. Now the aim of the game is to get the ball back over to the other side of the net. If the other team misses the ball, then you get that point. Just like this. Oh no. Another way that you can lose a point, if you hit it over to the other side and it goes out, then you lose that point. Alright, CACers, it's now your time to play. So find a friend. If there's only 2 of you, it's totally fine. Just hit the ball back and forth. The aim is to get to 21 points. Let's play. Thanks CACers for playing beach volleyball with us and seeing some of our life here in Australia. Big thank you to Sean for helping out too. And hopefully you have fun. We're so sad we're not there with you this summer. And hopefully we'll see you again soon. I mean, it looks pretty good for a morning dip, so might have to do that.